I feel like I'm starting to find books with main characters that are like a bit of an outlier, and that's becoming a new favorite genre of mine. Does that have a name? The book that I just finished recently is called Christa Comes Out of Her Shell. This is by Abbi Waxman. I've read a couple of books from Abbi Waxman, and I really like this author. But this book is so funny because Christa like kind of grew up in the spotlight. Her father was like a well-known public figure, and then he also perished in a plane crash. So there was a lot going on in her childhood. Now she is very introverted. She's literally living in the Indian Ocean, hanging out with snails all day. Like, these are characters that like I just want to read more about. Like, tell me about your snails. But then it turns out that her father potentially lied about the plane crash, and now he's back and like wants to like be with the family again. And she has some pretty strong feelings against that. Like, did you just leave the family? Did you just run away from us? You faked your death in a plane crash to get away from me and my sisters and my mom. One thing that I really liked about this book too is that there is a bit of like a love interest in there with Christa and like a childhood friend, Nathan, but really the book is about like Christa and her career, her decisions, her family, what makes her happy. And that's what I enjoy more and more in women's fiction novels these days. I feel like in the past we've seen them really focused on like, we have to get the man, we have to get the relationship, we have to have external validation, whereas more and more these days it's about how do we perceive ourselves, what makes us happy. And for Christa, that includes snails. Listen, I really learned a lot about snails in this book, and I quite enjoyed that. So this one, I gave it a 4-star review. I thought it was really fun, and you should give it a read.